Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial in camera and lens repair. And this time, well, I would like to release my Olympus FS FL36R Flash from my Olympus camera. But there isn't issue with this flash. It's a nice flash anyway. But the problem is, well, it's locked in the hot shoe on the camera. But I found out, okay, I can unlock it and then try to pull it off. But nothing really happened. So I found out there is inside somewhere here, down here, there is a pin that actually, when it's tightened onto the camera, the pin goes down into the hot shoe on the camera, and when you unscrew it like this, you will normally, with this pin in here, it would kind of go up and get released from the little hole in here in the hot shoe. So I think, okay, without breaking the flash, how can you actually release it? I would go into the camera because, yeah, it would be too much. And there might be some screws I cannot reach. So I think, yeah, there are actually 4 screws here on the bottom of the flash here. One there, and over here too, over here. So what if I unscrew those and then could come in here and unscrew the mechanism in here to actually pull off the flash. Yeah. So I took a sneak peek, and by the way, I make this tiny tool, which is a Torx TX5. Which it's a bit T4 bits, and simply cut it to a smaller size, and with a piece of brass with a hole in, I simply hammer it the little half of the bit into that hole here, and then I have a nice tool, because, well, I can reach at least 2 of the screws, but it won't get in here. I do not have the good grip on into the Torx, which and this screwdriver is also a TX5. This is a Vera. It's just the brand I like, and no, I'm not sponsored by any company. So let's dig into it. And you can see this one, it can actually read under here. And by the way, it makes it a lot easier to actually unscrew the screw here on the other side here as well. But maybe I can, when it's loosened, I might get it free. It seems like, yeah. Off it comes. The other one, well, it's not the right angle, so I cannot come in and release it. I mean, loosen it a little. But with this tool, which is quite smart, I can actually come in and loosen it, so it can that way get unscrewed by the screwdriver. And you can see I cannot reach it from the front, so it's not really good. So I maybe damaged the screw too much, but since the screws are very short, it wouldn't be a big problem. So, and off it came. They're very short, those screws. Then I can actually reach the back screws here quite easy, and have a good grip here on the side of the flash here, so it won't get just fall onto the table. But when you see, when you have it on the flash, I mean the flash is on here on the camera, when I unscrew the last screw, I can gently say, this is plastic. Then I can, it doesn't really help that much to do this, to open the battery door. But you see, because there are small wires in here, so they could break by accident. So then I can take this off. You can see it's already quite loose in a way. And then you can gently, still plastic, release it in a way. So, and now it's free. And then we cannot unscrew the, release the flash shoe yet, because there are 4 JIS screws in here, on there, and there. So we have to unscrew those, and with a normal JIS screwdriver here, it's just a 2.5 millimeter, maybe it's JIS 0 or so, but well, it can come free, at least, not be unscrewed. And when we come into this inside the flash shoe here, you'll see how it's really bad design, because it's very weak, and the plastic is not that it's not that very good made. So it would by accident simply break very, very easy. But since we can come into, you see, now I can actually release you have to hold on here, because there are some springs in here. And then we can do this. And then we have the interesting thing. So this is how it looks. The springs here is connected to the small pins that goes into the hot shoe, and it's soldered to the wires here on the back with this tiny circuit board. It's not a problem, because the springs will sit there. But there is another pin. You see, this one. This is the fellow we want to take out. And there is a little spring, this one, out with that. And we also have to take this out. And by the way, we will take a look at this amazing design that breaks so easy. So this is a pin. And you can see this one, this little plastic pin in here. It seems like it has to sit there, but no. It is by accident broken. So if we see here, it has to sit down there. This one. And if we take a closer look, because now I can actually release the what do you say, the hot shoe of the flash, so, and take care, because there are 4 pins down here. We take a closer look down here and put a finger on here and turn it over, and then you can see those tiny pins here will go into the back here if you do not have a finger here to keep them from falling out. Now, the problem with this here is that this lock ring here is turning one turn. And if we look closer into here, this little tab here is actually the one that release and also get this little pin into have the little plastic pin facing downward, because if you look here, from this here all the way over to here, it acts as a screw. So when you think of when I turn it almost one turn, it'll go downward or upward. So the pin in here is, if we can see it, or maybe the pin is broken so much. So you can see here, it actually goes close to it. So when if I can do that, this pin here, I mean this wheel here will, when I turn it one turn, it will push this pin here upward and then release the pin here from the camera hot shoe. But since this little plastic pin here is broken, well, it doesn't work. So how can you deal with taking off the flash if this tiny plastic pin is broken? I'm not sure you can buy the spare part for this, but I will not put the pin, the lock pin here back into the hot shoe here, because then I have the same problem again. So I'll just get rid of it and put it somewhere where maybe not can find it. You see, I can still lock the flash onto the camera with this ring, because it cannot fall off since it's put on here onto the flash shoe. So now, to get it back again and get the flash on, I can simply put this on here. Maybe I should put this on the camera so it's safer to work with. So you just put it on here, and so, and then lock the ring here. Now be aware of when putting on this part of the hot shoe into the holes, because those wings here has to sit correct into here, those two gaps, and then you can actually screw the whole things together. That's it. So load a screwdriver with one screw, because then you are ready to, when I put this hot shoe over the connection here, it has to sit like, I mean, it can only sit in one way. Just be aware of the small screws and the springs. So now it should be, I should be able to put it on correctly. Something like that, in a way. Get the screws in, the springs in first, two on the back, then the next one, and the last one up here, and then the wings. Then I should be able to actually put it on. Yep, that's all fine. Then screw in at least one screw here. Sorry for not. So yeah, it's all fine. Then have a good grip here onto the flash, and better put it in here. I mean, it's just annoying that it is so weak design for this flash. So it very easily breaks if something goes really wrong, and it does in this case here. And I'm not sure if you can get any spare parts for this one, but I mean, buying a new flash just for this or send it back, it will take a hell of a time to get it repaired, or they will say, it costs too much. So now I can actually release the hot shoe here from the camera, and in that way makes it easier to assemble again. So be aware of the soldering in here and the wires, so they will not break. And also be aware of the flex cable here and the other wires. So we'll just put it back in again. And that way I think so it might work that way. Yeah, I think I'll put it in that way here, because there is actually a pin here. One is broken over here, but no matter what, it I think it, yeah, you can see it can go a little back here, and then I can just put in the hot shoe into the flash. One have to wiggle a little with it because of this plastic design. Yeah, I can see this one, this pin here has to go in here. So there might be some issue. Be aware of the wires here. So I would think in that way. Oh wait, that way. So there it is. Finally. One have to put this over here because of this doesn't sit proper. So now it clicks into place, and then I can put the screws back into the flash again, and in that way makes it working again, hopefully. No, there's not a problem, because I mean, this bloody pin is a really bad design, and I mean, just throwing the flash away, it's not in my meaning. So it's quite easy to fix, and you can actually make this tool yourself, or maybe find a TX5 bits T4, or maybe the normal size of the bits. So and maybe use a wrench to unscrew it. Now then we can just put it on here, and I know, I'm very sure, because there is no lock pin to prevent it from I mean, yeah, it could be fall off, but since I have the lock ring here, I can just lock it into place, and then the flash will sit there. So that's it, actually. So I have left two parts here for doing nothing. Well, actually 3 parts. So I hope you enjoy the content and can use the information here. So that's all for me. I'll see you sooner. Bye bye.